The courtroom fell silent as Captain Rena Voss stepped into the crystalline chamber. Her boots, heavy, reinforced, designed for a gravity 3 times stronger than this world's, cracked the polished floor with each step. The assembled council of Valera Prime recoiled, their translucent skin rippling with fear. "Kneel before the tribunal," commanded High Arbiter Thex, his voice amplified through the chamber's acoustics. His 6 eyes narrowed at the human woman who stood defiantly in chains that glowed with containment energy. Rena laughed, a sound so foreign to the Valerans that several gasped. On Earth, they called her people Deathworlders, survivors of a planet so hostile that simply existing there forged warriors from children. She had grown up dodging predators that could crush starships, weathering storms that stripped continents bare, and breathing air so rich with oxygen it would intoxicate most species. "I don't kneel," she said simply. The chains tightened, energy surging through them. A Valeran guard would have been reduced to ash. Rena's muscles tensed, her jaw clenched, but she remained standing. Her people had evolved to withstand radiation, extreme temperatures, and crushing pressures. This was merely uncomfortable. Thex's face darkened to a bruised purple. "You have violated our sacred territories, destroyed our defense satellites, and refused to show proper contrition. Your species' aggression knows no bounds. Your sacred territories were a debris field hiding a slave market," Rena countered. "Those satellites were protecting ships full of stolen children, including human children. I did what your peacekeepers wouldn't. You had no authority." "I had every authority," she interrupted, her voice dropping to a growl that made the chamber vibrate. "I'm a captain of the Terran Defense Initiative. We don't negotiate with slavers. We don't debate with traffickers. We act." The tribunal exchanged nervous glances. Earth had only joined the Galactic Federation 30 cycles ago, yet humans had already become legendary, and feared. They volunteered for the most dangerous missions, survived conditions that killed other species, and possessed a terrifying unwillingness to accept defeat. "Restrain her further," Thex ordered. 4 guards approached with neural disruptors. Rena's eyes tracked their movements with predatory precision. She had already counted 17 structural weaknesses in the chamber, calculated 3 escape routes, and assessed which council members would panic first. The first guard's disruptor never fired. Rena's bound hands moved in a blur, chains wrapping around the weapon and yanking it free. She spun, using the momentum to sweep the second guard's legs. The third guard fired, but she had already dropped, the beams singing the air where her head had been. The chains shattered. Not from brute force, she had been slowly overloading them since she entered, using a technique developed by human engineers who had studied every alien technology with obsessive thoroughness. Alarms screamed. The chamber doors sealed. Rena stood in the center of the chaos, unmarked and unafraid. "Here's what's going to happen," she announced, her voice cutting through the panic. "You're going to release every slave in your system. You're going to dismantle your trafficking networks. And you're going to do it willingly." "Or what?" Thex demanded, trying to maintain authority even as his guards lay groaning on the floor. Rena pulled a small device from her boot, somehow missed in their searches. A hologram flickered to life, showing dozens of Terran warships holding position just outside Valeran space. "Or my people stop being patient," she said quietly. "You think I'm dangerous? I'm the diplomat. I'm the one they sent to talk. But humans don't abandon their own, and we don't forget injustice. We toppled our own tyrants, survived our own extinction events, and clawed our way to the stars through sheer stubbornness." She stepped toward the tribunal, and they flinched backward. "So you can try to make me kneel," Rena continued, "or you can recognize that Earth doesn't bow. Not to you. Not to anyone. Your choice, but choose quickly." The silence stretched. Finally, Thex's shoulders sagged, his skin fading to pale submission. "The tribunal will consider your terms." Rena smiled, sharp and cold. "You'll do more than consider them." As she walked out of the chamber, doors opening at her approach without permission, the entire planet of Valera Prime felt something shift. The Deathworlder hadn't knelt. And somehow, they had.